Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Villains Iron Man mode on the Rebirth server. We are with our Corruptor level 9 lethal exposure radiation Corruptor. He's got 3 million almost infamy from selling some stuff. We didn't do any trade downs. You've seen all of my auction house sales, right? Don't think we have any up right now, but we've gotten a couple million from selling at the auction house, which is legal. We acquired those salvage items. Our next mission is to rob the Atlas Park Bank. So we're going to go over there. I know I always say this, I'm just prepping you guys. We do know, and you've seen in a previous episode, we will delete this character if it is defeated. It may level in this mission, in which case we will be allowed one single res, which may or may not work. There will be jail in this mission if we die. Did I actually put up any rules about jailing? So I think what we're going to do is, if it's a prison area where you go to prison when you res instead of the hospital, we can do that once and break out, but then after we break out, if we get defeated again, we're gone. I mean, I think that would make sense if we've leveled up in the mission. I think if we faceplant and we haven't leveled up, we're just dead. I think that's reasonable. Alright, so we're going to go to Atlas Park Bank. This is a mayhem mission, so we can cause some mayhem as well, but the first thing we're going to do is try to rob the bank. This is not easy. These missions are quite tough. We are going to face ambushes with boss at the end. So I know we had a lot of trouble with this with Nightmare Lass, because she couldn't really defend herself, and this guy can't defend himself very well either, although he does have the ability to heal himself, which will help a little bit. We don't have anything enhanced yet because we're only 9th level. I think this is a pretty scary level for us, because we're getting out of the tutorial levels, but we don't have our DOs yet. You know, level 9 to 11 is going to be rough, and you know, we may or may not survive this. But right now we have to rob the bank. And so we're going to need to, we can't shoot citizens. I really wish these guys weren't targetable. But, oh my gosh, there's a boss right there. That's not good. Do we have any other, let's see if we can pull these security guys out. Oh, somebody's ambushing me. It's a good thing we didn't do that. I forgot about that. These guys ambush you on the way in. I'm so used to playing the bank robbery missions from the other side being a hero. And you don't get ambushed from behind as a hero. So one of the problems is we may have to use some of our inspirations for this part of the fight with a boss involved, and then we're not going to have those inspirations to use later, and we can't leave the mission to go get more inspirations. However, I guess we could leave the bank and go beat things up to get more inspirations. Of course, the difficulty there is we're on a 13-minute time window, so we have to be careful. Alright, let's try sniping this guy. And hopefully we won't bring the boss, because he's pretty far away. And we'll let him come over. Following good practices against the AI. Yeah, the really hard part's going to be fighting the second boss. There will be a boss that ambushes us, a hero. It won't be like an AV, but like an elite boss, but it will be a superhero-y type guy, and some of longbow. So we're going to have a lot of enemies to deal with. So I think let's do the damage and a resistance. I'm going to leave the break free off because I don't know if this guy has any mezzes. And now let's bring him in. Is he not coming? He's stuck. He's stuck on all of the innocents. See if we can snipe him before he shoots me. Perfect. We did okay against this guy. Not bad at all. good. Alright, so that defeats him. These guys are all going to run out when they see me. And I'm going to make sure they all run out to clear this area so that they don't block me on the way out. By the way, one thing I don't think you can do, well, in fact, I'm certain you can't do. One thing you cannot do is get the cash and then run out and avoid the hero. I think you know, one of the mission goals is you have to defeat the hero, which is, you know, understandable, and we've leveled up. That'll make things easier. We should be fine now. Is understandable from the viewpoint of mission design, but is kind of ridiculous from the viewpoint of practicality. Like, who cares if you defeat the hero as long as you get out with the loot? Right? Most bank robbers aren't like, well, we can't leave until we kill all the cops, right? They're just like killing the cops until we can get out, and then they're out, right? And then they don't care. We do get instant fire sniping for right now, but we won't have that against the hero because the hero will be coming in too late. Because this thing only lasts a minute, and we're, you know, 30 seconds or so into it already. But we can snipe the bank vault. Come on, AoE. Now there are often ambushes. When you get this thing to like below half. We don't need this blue, so I'll just go ahead and take it. Alright, let's see if anybody's going to come ambush us. Nobody yet. Anybody coming? Yep. And you definitely want to take these guys out before you trigger the coming in of the hero, because then you got to face them and the hero. Now we're lucky here; these guys are blue, right? Because we leveled up, so we should be all right. But if they're white cons and you're going to leave them until and you keep hitting this thing, you could maybe blow it up right as they come around the corner to attack you. But then the hero is going to be coming at you just as you're finishing them off, and you don't get a chance to recover or anything. Okay, there is the loot. So stealing the money, and then we have to defeat the hero to escape. So now we're going to have heroes coming in, and we're going to have minions coming in. So I'm going to hit a break free here so that they can't stun me and stun lock me, right? And then I can't get out. That's not the way out. This is the way out. No, that's the way in. Hang on, this is the way out. Okay. No, this is the way out. Alright, I always get confused. There's the hero. Now let's put on our defense. We don't have a lot of it. And can't use the snipe right now. I might die here. But that's right, we can res once because we leveled up. The one thing to watch out for too is if you end up in the vault, there is a boss guard in the not in the vault, in the prison. Oh, it's Flambeau we're fighting. Okay, there is a boss in the prison, like a guard, and then on top of that, this boss, Flambeau in this case, will show up in the prison. But we're doing okay so far. See if we can knock her back again. Yeah, without that Nemesis staff, we'd be in a lot more trouble. Got her. Yeah, I think if that had been against, oh, more guys. I think if that had been against plus zeros, we might have died there. Because the Flambeau would have been a lot more powerful. Relative to us, right? Our damage, we would have done less damage, we would have hit her less often, she would have done more damage, she would have hit us more often. And all of the guards would have been white cons instead of blue. So we're just lucky we leveled up. There we go. Well, alright, I'm not going to stay here and do Mayhem because this is all going to be -1 to us and that's not really a challenge, so we'll just head out. We have completed the bank robbery, and now we can get another contact from the broker. And this one should be at our level. So let's head to the broker. Mickey the Ear. I like that name. And we probably also want to head to the hospital and get some more inspirations. Don't know that we needed that break free. The boss we fought there, Flambeau, is a fire character. They don't generally do a lot of stun. But it wasn't any way to know who the hero was going to be, and I'm always concerned with a character like this who has no mez defense that they're going to get mezzed, right? And once you get stun locked, you're dead. Right? With a character like this, have no defenses, and they don't have as many hit points as an equivalent level brute or something, you just die. All right, so Angelo, Mr. Bocor, or Billy Heck. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our old trick once again of rolling dice. So we're going to, again, it's 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. And that's a 5, so we're taking Billy Heck. I have no idea what that means. You know, like what, I don't know what he's going to give us, but that's who the random dice have chosen. And we're going to go to Arbiter Unger and hit level 10. We'll play around a little bit with our enhancements. New level of power, train up to the next level. Alright, so we have Radiation Infection, which infects a toe and reduces his accuracy and defense, and all foes that get near him will be infected. That's pretty good. Accelerate Metabolism increases the running speed, attack speed, endurance recovery, and damage potential of all nearby allies. So that's pretty good too. And then Enervating Field, you irradiate a toe and all foes nearby with a deadly dose of radiation. It weakens the targets, decreasing their damage of their attacks. It significantly weakens their resistance, so they take much more damage from your attacks. So let's take a look. This is a toggle, and will therefore get guys around me. Accelerate Metabolism is a click power, and then this is a toggle as well that we target on an enemy. And this gives us resistance to stun, sleep, hold, and immobilize. I think we need that one, guys. I think we need Accelerate Metabolism. And that gives us a little bit of hold defense. We've got new contacts. What's going on here? Didn't I just get Billy Heck? Why is he inactive? He shouldn't be inactive. Why would it offer me a contact that's not active? That's really frustrating. If you're interested, let me know. What? Alright guys, I'm going to pause here and see what happened. Alright folks, I don't know what's going on. I've got nothing for you, is what he tells you when you've done all the missions for him. We didn't do any missions. I guess I'm too high of a level. It Doesn't really say on the wiki what level the story arcs are for, so I just went to the next contact in the list by doing the find contact. The next one was Mr. Bokor, so I just went to him, and he's got some missions for us, so we'll go ahead and do that, I guess. And he's asking us to go after the Circle of Thorns and retrieve Olivia Starr. So yeah, I don't know what the point of giving me a contact was when that contact does not have any missions for me. I mean, like, it is ridiculous that you would expect the player to run through 4 or 5 missions, including a bank robbery mission, to get the rights to talk to a contact, and you offer them a contact that they can't talk to. Now, I suspect part of the problem is that we had just leveled up, and maybe maybe the algorithm was looking at our current level rather than our leveled up level, and it thought we were level 9 and he's a level 5 to 9 contact. I don't know. I mean, this is a level like 8 plus zone, so I don't know why you'd have a level 5 to 9 contact here, unless maybe he's over level 10, level 15, and in that case, we still shouldn't have been offered him as a contact. That's kind of buggy. And you'd think, after all the years of live, that that would have been fixed, but oh well. We're all set. We've got our inspirations. I left one blank here. I didn't see the need to buy a break free. There may be a boss in here, but it'll probably be only one, so we'll probably only need one break free. Famous last words, but we also have this accelerate metabolism now, which can be used to buff us up. And if we take a look, gives us plus speed, plus recharge, plus recovery, plus resist effects, plus damage to all. And it's very high endurance cost, so we're going to have to reduce the endurance. It's a 7-minute recharge time, so we can only use it like when we're facing a boss. It runs for, I think a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Runs for 2 minutes, so when we're getting ready to face a boss, right, this is sort of like running instant healing on a regen character. And when we're ready to face a boss, we pop this, and then wait a few seconds for our endurance to recover, and then go after the boss, right? Or if we get tricked by the map and we end up accidentally fighting a boss, we hit it right away and just eat the fact that our endurance went down. I'm not carrying endurance pills at this point because I think they're not as important as the other ones. So we're definitely going to want rechargers on accelerate metabolism, no question about that. And we're probably going to also want I don't know, recovery plus endurance mod, maybe? Not sure what else, but we're going to want triple recharge on it. Many things need to be slotted. And it's very hard to slot them early on, because you only get 2 slots every other level. And you start with 2 powers at the beginning of the game, right? Then you get a 3rd power at 2nd level. So you have three powers that are not slotted. They only have a single slot. And then you start getting a power or 2 slots every other level. So you don't even have enough to have every power be 3 slotted right from the beginning. So you have less than the ability to 3 slot every power until 30th level. 31st level, I guess. Let's take care of this moving person, because she will get involved if we shoot the lieutenant anyway, and we may as well do the damage we can to her. Excellent. That snipe is super awesome. Best power we have right now so far. It's not the most useful, just the best. Right? The most useful are these two, because we use them constantly because they recharge so fast. And of course, Radiant Aura is also super useful. Excellent. So we're just looking for Olivia Starr here, right? Should have stayed further back. I'm still not completely used to having that snipe. And now what people do, and you may have seen this if you play City of Heroes in groups with radiation corruptors or radiation defenders, is they put this heal basically on auto, right? They just control click it. Eventually, you are able to do that, but you need SOs first, an endurance reducer on it, and you need that stamina, triple slotted. If you don't do that, then you don't have enough endurance to keep just running it non-stop. So eventually this character, if he lives long enough, will be able to do those sorts of things, but not at this low of a level. Doing pretty well. Did I screw this up? I did, didn't I? I moved the I-beams over. Well, let's take a look at our enhancements here. We can go ahead and buff this, I guess. And then buff it again. Okay. And then I guess, I mean, there's almost no point to putting these things in here because as soon as we level up, they will be useless. But it's going to take a little while to level now, so it's not like it's going to be, you know, almost every other mission the way we were doing at low levels, right? Because we're already at level 10 now. Is she in here? Well, there's a boss over there. Two can throw a staff blast, little energy mage. We definitely need at least one more attack on this guy. Because the snipe attack is great, but you can't really use it much during combat. And she's there. Alright, let's take these other guys out first. I love that blast. That sound effect is so cool. The visuals are so cool. I love it. They're like 4 blasts of radiation. What a just nice job of those on those special effects. I don't think, I think I've said this already on this character even. I can't think of any special effects in City of Heroes that I don't like at all. And I love most of them. I will say these guys are kind of sick. They're like slapping at you with tongues. They're like these, like almost like slod, like evil frog creatures or something. They are pretty gross. But although I think, I think that that they're pretty gross, right? And like they're disgusting. I think they're done well. Stop knocking me over. And no, I'm not going to use accelerated metabolism on you because I'm going to use it on the boss. Okay. So now we're going to accelerate metabolism. We're going to buff up. We're going to go ahead and shoot the Thorn Wielder. Ah, we missed him. That sucks. Alright, and now we're going to get this guy. Oh, not good. Break free. Alright. Yep, so accelerate metabolism doesn't protect you against everything. Better heal up. Got him. And now we're going to have to fight ambushes on the way out. Right? Come on. You coming with me, honey? So now, I guess this is not a rescue so much as a kidnapping. They kidnapped her, but we want her. This character is doing pretty well. I'm enjoying him a lot. I haven't played a Corruptor past level 5 or 6, as I've said, so I didn't know what to expect, but I'm having a ball with this guy right now. He's a lot of fun. I think he'll be even more fun when we get to, like, say, 16th level and we have another one of the debuffs, like one of the debuff toggles, and we have a couple more attacks, and he can just lay out the damage better. And once we have DOs as well, that'll help a lot. So our accelerated metabolism is ending and we don't have a break free. So you gotta be careful. I do want to point out, so if we look at what it does, right, it resists hold, stun, sleep, and immobilize. We got slept anyway through that. So he must have penetrated our resistance. And it doesn't protect you against knockback or knockdown, so we're kind of stuck on that. So that means we're going to continue to need a couple of break frees basically all the time. Alright, so I'm going to head back to Mr. Bokur, and I'll bring you guys back when we are at the side of our contact. Alright, we're back with Mr. Bokur. And let's see about the store. Yep, so we're going to get another luck. We're going to get 2 break frees, an insight, and a respite. Alright guys, I think we have his phone number now, so we will, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sell these enhancements. And do we have any salvage to sell? That's orange, we do not. So I'm going to sell the enhancements, and then we'll talk to Mr. Bokur and do some more missions in the next episode. Until then, I am Scrapperlock. And this is Iron Man's City of Heroes on the Rebirth server.